Hey guys, it's Generalkidd here. How's everyone doing today? So, for today's video, we got something really awesome to show you guys, and this has been months and months in the making. Actually, probably even like a year now, or maybe over a year, but we've been testing this out for a long time. Me and a bunch of friends, we've been poking through the game files, testing a lot of glitches, looking at the code and everything, and it took a while, but we finally found a secret method to unlock a hidden ending buried deep in Halo Reach's game files, and it's not too hard to unlock it, but the specific set of instructions was pretty tough to figure out. But before getting to that, let me just briefly recap what happens at the end of Halo Reach. So spoiler alert, but Noble 6 dies at the end, seemingly dies, after that whole cutscene I just saw there. It seems like he dies, and then the game would have you think he died as well here when it skips forward many years, and it shows you Noble 6's helmet and this whole cutscene where Dr. Halsey is narrating and everything. And she explains, how Noble 6's sacrifice saved pretty much humanity eventually. But that's not the only ending. There's actually a little secret alternate ending that basically proves that Noble 6, that confirms actually that Noble 6 is still alive. So, before I show you that ending, let me just show you the tutorial for how to unlock said ending. So, all you need to do is just play through Lone Wolf as normal. You don't need to do any special skulls or any difficulty. It's not that complicated. That'd be way too convoluted. It's actually quite simple, really. But like I said, all you need to do is just start the game normally, and once the game starts, then just wait a little bit for the Phantom to leave, and then just just look around for a little bit. You don't need to start right away. I guess you could, but we never tried to start early. Personally, I prefer to wait a little bit just in case, but you don't have to. But anyways, once you're ready to start, just come over here to where these 3 crates are. This is actually what the crates where you could hide behind to prevent enemies from seeing you, if you remember that old video of mine. But anyways, you want to crouch in this corner and keep walking into it, and then do it for 7 seconds. It's okay if you go over 7 seconds. It's a minimum of 7 seconds. Once you hit the 7 seconds, that trigger is successfully activated, and you can now leave the spot. And then next, you want to come over here to where the Spartan is, next to this armor lock power-up. Don't take the power-up. Leave it there. But I guess Bungie had a sense of humor because they all know how much everyone loves armor lock. But just stand over this dead Spartan here, and then teabag that Spartan exactly 7 times. If you're seeing the trend here, it's because 7 is Bungie's favorite number. So it makes sense that this little Easter egg revolves around the number 7. But we're not done yet. There's one more thing you gotta do, and there's a little button combination that you gotta punch in now after doing those 2 steps. And here's the combination. It's left bumper, right bumper, left stick, B, X, A, and then the Z button. And you want to hold all these buttons down together at the same time for exactly 7 seconds. Well, a minimum of 7 seconds again. And then you let go. Now, nothing will happen right away, but just give it like a few seconds, and then it will trigger 2 checkpoints here. See right there in the bottom of the corner? 2 checkpoints will activate on Mission Lone Wolf. So that's how you know it works, because you never get checkpoints on a Mission Lone Wolf. You're not supposed to. But using this method, you get 2 checkpoints. And then after a little bit, the mission ends, and it starts up this cutscene as normal. Now, this cutscene itself, nothing will be different about it. So you don't need to look too closely at it. Everything about it will still play normally. Noble 6 still valiantly fights all the elites off, and takes quite a bit of damage, and eventually gets knocked down, and then gets overwhelmed by all the elites. So, this part is still plays regularly, it still ends normally, and then you see Noble 6's helmet here. Now, as you saw at the beginning of this video, normally after this point is, after this cutscene, it shows you the whole narration by Dr. Halsey. But instead of that cutscene playing this time, it loads something else. It loads you to, I don't know, this weird region, I guess somewhere outside the map. You can see the sky is still the same and everything. Well, actually, it looks like you're a little bit farther away from all the mess. There's not as much fog or dust blowing around in the sky. It's slightly more clear, but it is clearly nighttime, I guess, or at least about to be. But it's I don't know. I guess it's if you remember on the mission Lone Wolf, in the distance is like mountains. So I guess this is the mountain area of the mission Lone Wolf. But I don't think you're too far away from where that whole fight was taking. But anyways, I mean, aside from loading this like interesting area, if you actually, you don't have much time actually, so I'm make sure you do this like somewhat quickly. You can look around for like a little bit, like I did, but the mission will actually end shortly after this. But just make sure you fly over here. There's a little cave here, actually, a little secret cave. And if we fly close enough and we look inside the cave, you'll see that there's someone inside the cave. Let's zoom in and take a closer look. As you can see, the person inside this cave is Noble 6. So clearly, this is indisputable confirmation that Noble 6 actually survived this encounter with the elites and made his way into the mountains, where he found a little secret cave inside the mountains, and he's been hiding in the mountains to survive the glassing from the Covenant. So there you have it. He's just waiting inside this cave, clearly, and just waiting it out for someone to rescue him. I mean, it doesn't show the date or anything, so we don't know how long he's been waiting in the cave, but I don't know, it could have been a while. And, you know, on closer inspection, he even has got a couple credit cards already. So I'm sure those are actually going to help him a lot and get him, like, some weapons and tanks and vehicles that he might need. But I suspect that, you know, because this is the only ending, he hasn't got enough credit cards there yet. So I don't know. I guess that's about it. But shortly after this, the mission will time out and it will just end. After which point it will go black screen and then take you back to the main menu. Well, actually, first it gives you credits, but yeah, other than that, nothing else changes. But yeah, so there you guys have it. That is the secret method to getting the confirmation and proof that Noble 6 is still alive. Alrighty, so that's about it for this video, and hopefully you guys all enjoyed it and found it to be interesting. And now you can try it yourself and pretty much save Noble 6 yourself, or at least see the ending where Noble 6 is saved. But yeah, if you did enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like, leave your thoughts and comments. I do want to shout out my friend Tuco for helping me discover this. He was instrumental in helping discover this method, so I do want to shout him out. You should definitely check out his channel. I'll post a link to it in the description below, so definitely do check it out. He's got a lot of great videos there. But like I said, other than that, if there's anything else for me to check out, just let me know in the comments, and I'll do my best to look into it. And make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you all next time. Happy April Fools, everyone. Bye, guys.